Hello, everyone. Today marks day 12 since I left my job, and I'm here to share with you how it feels to be off work and not worry about people that potentially could make your day miserable. For example, the first thing I'd like to highlight here is how happy I feel today. I've been so sad and have been going through a roller coaster of emotions for the past 10 days, 10 to 12 days. And in the last 2 days, I've woken up with a huge smile on my face, and I'm just so happy. I haven't been so happy in a very long time. I'm finally able to be a mom, a wife, and a housemaker. I am able to focus my energy and time on projects that I haven't been able to complete in 3.5 years because all of my time I spent worrying about my boss's company, about his well being. This is so exciting. I'm just going to go ahead and share with you something. My husband and I purchased this bench made out of granite, and a year ago, it split in half. We are pretty much unaware of how it happened. One day, we just woke up, and the bench was split in half. It was broken. So as time went by, we weren't able to fix it because we were both so tired and exhausted from our jobs. And now, as I stayed home for the past 12 days, I was able to focus all of my energy on moving things together and turning this into a small, tiny bench. Could I have done this without leaving my job, you may ask? And very likely that I could have done this. However, it was very nice to focus my energy and feel the happiness of putting something together with my bare hands and not having anxiety for having to wake up in the morning to go to work really early. I used to get up to go to work at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I had to be at work by 5:45. Now, because I lived closer than anyone else at my workplace, I was able to sleep till 5 a.m. Most people had to wake up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. just to be able to be there at that factory where I was the employee. So as time went by, I have significantly burnt myself out just from having to wake up every morning and be there and perform my job and be available and listen to people and talk to people and influence their decisions on a daily basis. I am finally full of energy and able to focus and direct it towards learning new recipes and trying out new dishes for my family dinners. I've finally been able to focus on putting my house together. And these are one of the main reasons why I am not regretting quitting my job. Behind me is a Christmas tree that I haven't thrown out in 6 months, and hopefully, I finally have time to complete this task. Well, all emotions aside, as of today, I am still unemployed. I have no means of making additional income. So, with that in mind, of course, I know I have I have about 6 months of savings to go through. But if my unemployment lasts longer than 6 months, that means I'm in troubles and I will be seeking another job. Hopefully, my situation will get better and I will be able to find a position that is with the right company. Unfortunately, I have to go through a lot of healing and rebuild myself, rebuild my level of confidence, just working with my mind and refocusing my energy because my job in the past 3.5 years has definitely affected the level of self esteem that I've experienced. I left almost broken, and I definitely will have to take the time and courage to fix those empty holes, that cracks that were left. Because I was stretched out so thin, and I was definitely always on the edge of breaking. Given the job itself, HR manager position isn't an easy job, and I never wanted that role. To be honest with you, I was offered the role when I was applying for an accounting position with a company, and as I stayed in that role, I have gone through a lot of conflict within myself. My body just resisted that role altogether. But despite the resistance, I actually felt like I was doing a great job for the company and have been recognized for that. I worked with an HR manager in my previous company, and she was a walking mess. She was with the company for 27 years, and my last 6 months with her were spent basically observing her crying and breaking down in her position. And I never even wished for an HR manager's role. It just turned out that way for me, that this position was offered to me and it was close to home, and I wanted to be near my family, near my kids. So I did accept it. But 3.5 years later, here I am. I am back at my home with my cat bothering me for some reason, um, and recording this video for you, and basically documenting this experience so that I have some form of something to look back at.